starting out the day. Let's see. I needed some 4-inch heavier duty Tapcons, so I went to look for those, and I got some 3-inch, but nothing I can do about it. That's how it goes there. I got that and some tie wire because the guys are going to be pouring a footing. I got to see what we're going to do about finishing off the outside of the pool, because the guys who came don't know what their boss wants them to do. Could be an interesting day. So today's turning out to be an interesting morning so far. The house we're working on, the owner decided we're going to make some changes in the bathroom. So boys will be busy now for a couple days making those changes. But that's what he wants, so that's what we're going to have to do. Had a rather late lunch and had to be speedy because I was on my way out. I had to get some drill bits, and some people I had been hoping to meet with showed up. He just he flew in from, I don't know where he flew from, but he's only here for today and tomorrow, and he's got a bunch of properties, so there might be some work that has to be done on those. So we had a long talk about that, and now they've got some decisions to make, whether they want to go that route or how they want to handle it or whatever. But he's been around long enough to know construction here, so we'll see how it all goes. One of the good things about working with people who have you know, built here or have had properties here or other places like this is they know the delays and the costs, and so their expectations aren't that they're going to get, you know, this done for an unrealistic price. Some other guys are working on a project over there, leveling out sand. Yay. So those kind of people tend to be good to work with because they understand that things don't get put on boats when you want them to necessarily. This happens, that happens, there's going to be delays. Whereas somebody who hasn't built here and is only familiar with, you know, building in the US doesn't always understand that it doesn't work like that. Oh, great. It's raining. This is all the plywood we put down for the rubber mats for the gym here. And this section we're going to put down teak. It's going to go into that closet there because the height difference just doesn't work. If we continued the mats all the way to the door, they would have been above the door frame. So I had to make a modification. At some point later today, we're going to talk about how long you can stay here, what the rules are, you know, whether you own a house, you don't own a house, you're renting a house, all that kind of stuff. So that'll be later. I don't think that came out.
Should we circle back and do it again?
I don't know. That guy there had... He had like a dress and a hat and pants, and maybe it's all the clothes he owned or something. I don't know. So I've had some people ask me, how long can you stay here? And we'll go through a couple different scenarios on that. But, you know, if you're coming for a vacation, well, that's just a vacation. You're going to be here for a week or 2 weeks or that kind of thing. So that's no big deal. You fill out the immigration when you get here. You say you're coming from this date, leaving on this date. Fine, thank you very much. But if you're coming for, say, a month or even longer than that, and you don't own a house, then you have to provide, you know, something that says you're going to be renting a house, you're staying for a certain amount of time, that kind of thing. And a lot of times when you put, like if you come into Nassau and you say you're going to stay for 30 days or 60 days or something like that, and you don't own a house, you're going to have to, more than likely they're going to say to you, oh, okay, I'll give you 30 days. And what'll have to happen is that, like when you get to Eleuthera, then you'll have to go to the local immigration nearest wherever you're staying and say to them, look, I'm renting so-and-so's house for a month. Can I get an extension for this period of time? You know, I'm going to stay for 3 months. And, you know, they'll talk to you and more than likely give you the extension for the time period you need. But if you own a house, now this is where it gets a little bit funny. If you own a house, not a piece of land, a house, then you get to stay for 8 consecutive months within a year. And now the funny part with this is, it's all a matter of who's in charge and how they read the law. So is it, sometimes over the years I've seen it happen where the immigration official will say it's 8 months in a calendar year, non-stop. I've also seen them do it where it's 8 months within that calendar year. So suppose you came for 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, there's your 8 months. You're done. So it really, there's a, you know, fine line between having a house and coming as a visitor. The other thing, if you own a house and you want to stay for, you know, 9 months, 10 months, whatever, or you want to come and go as you please type of thing, generally there's no problem with that, because if you come for, say, 4 months and then you go back to the States and you're gone for a couple weeks and then you come back again, generally that's not a problem. You know, they realize that if you're not working here kind of thing and you have a house, you go back to where you came from, you get some of your money, whatever, however, whatever you do, and you come back here and you spend your money here. So they're generally okay with that. That's not a problem. If you, I mean, I know people who are here pretty much full time, and they, you know, they just work with the immigration people and say, look, I'm here full time, I'm retired, I don't make any money here, can you give me an extension? And they usually get those extensions. It's no big deal. Because, you know, they generally realize that if you're here and you're not working here, then you're bringing money from someplace else and spending it here. And that is a good thing, of course. So there's all different little things, but, you know, they're easily workable. But if you want to stay here, like come and go 2 days to Florida, then come back, that kind of thing, you can always get what's called a homeowner's card if you own a house. And I think that's like $500 a year. And with that, that allows you to come and go as much or as little as you want. So then you don't have to worry about that. I don't know anybody personally who has a homeowner's card, because everybody I know either comes for like a winter period or they come and go. So it's not really a big deal if they don't pay the $500. So that's the answer to how long can you stay. Depends on whether you're visiting, a tourist, a homeowner, and what you've got going on in the rest of your life. But working here, no. You can't, if you've got a house here and you get caught working, well, you're good. That's, just don't do it. Somebody's going to know. It's a very small place. Yeah, yeah. A lot of beach walkers today. Yeah.
It's been a really long time with cooking with Sid, and she's been away off the island for a bit.
And now I'm back and I think I'm ready to start. So we're going to make lobster salad today. We have some lime juice, a little sweet pepper, some red onion, lobster meat that we cooked the other day, mayonnaise, salt, and pepper. Let's begin. This lobster meat we cooked the other day with some garlic and some red pepper, salt and pepper, butter, and let it marinate overnight like that, and then we fried it up in the fry pan and give it a quick zip. Okay, this is the quarter of a green pepper and some red onion. That's gonna get zipped quick too. Gonna add some lime juice, maybe just half a lime, and some salt and pepper and just a dab of mayonnaise, and I think I'll be done. I'm going to put this in the fridge to cool for dinner time and then serve it on a bed of fresh spinach and some iceberg lettuce because that's what's available right now in the Bahamas. And that should be a nice dinner for us for tonight. Yep, so here we have some fresh-ish spinach. It only took me 2 stops to find some that like would go in a salad rather than in a boiling pot of water. So that's a good thing. Here's my dinner. I don't know what Todd's going to do, but look at what a pretty plate. It's spinach, iceberg, grapes, and lobster salad. Yum. On second thought, I added a little balsamic vinegar reduction. I think that would make it so much better.
Another delicious meal.
Thank you.